Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail Carmelim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Father suspended 100th birthday, not in his native land but in his adopted homeland, Ecuador. In Macas, where he has resided since 2008, the Salesian community, with its director, Father Luciano Bellini, prepared a tribute in his honor, which began with the Eucharist presided over by the provincial Father Francisco Sanchez. At the end of the celebration, a fraternal agape was held, in which Monsignor Nestor Montes de Oca, SDP, Apostolic Vicar of Mendes, his Salesian confreres, and several people linked to Father Silvario. Don Silvario arrived into Ecuador by boat after a 15-day sea voyage. He landed on the island of Puna, where he was welcomed by the inspector of the time, Don Felipe Palomino and Don Cayetano Taruel. They knew how to excite and encourage me. I started by settling in Guayaquil, then I went to Cuenca and stayed there for a month. So the inspector told me to go with him to Limón, Morona, Santiago. There began my work in the missions, he recalls. The parish priest of the parish of the Immaculate Conception of Blaquei in the state of Sao Paulo, Father Paulo Roberto Lupifieri, led a missionary activity from 23rd to 30th July in the villages of Tehitzatse and Novo Tehitzatse, located in the Campi-Napolis area and populated by the Zavante indigenous people. Accompanied by 2 lay people from his parish, he was also able to enjoy the support of the Salesian deacon Jose Alves de Oliveira, the Salesian cooperator Celia Combra, and the Claretian sister, Sister Cecilia of Nova Zavantina. During the week, the missionary delegation shared meals with indigenous people and animated the various activities of the communities. Under the motto, "With hope we transform our reality," for 3 weeks the complex of works of the Proyecto Salesiano Tijuana brought together more than 900 children, adolescents and young people in the 6 Salesian centers of the city. With Jesus initiative, Wafeje in Spanish, was seasoned with joy, games, sports and moments of spirituality. On the last day, Friday, July 23rd, all the participants experienced together. Subsequently, more than 100 animators initiative, culminating with the Eucharist presided over by Father Augustin Nova, director of the Proyecto Salesiano Tijuana. The Technical School of the Sisters of Charity of Jesus, located in Borroco near Port Moresby, celebrated Believe, Get 25 years of excellence. The day first included the Eucharist, then the visit to the institute by the various authorities present, including Kang Ho-jung at the head of the Korean embassy in the country and the governor of the National District of the capital, Powis Parkop, who were thus able to learn about the cooking and food technology workshops, sewing, the classrooms of the administration and secretariat courses, the scientific and computer laboratories and the library. Finally, in the gymnasium of the institute, several performances took place aimed at highlighting the talents of the students. At the end of July, a new edition of the Technical in presence, and that this year, with the limitations on travel due to COVID-19, was carried out remotely in connection between Pamplona and Maputo. At the end of 1992, Mozambique was a country devastated by civil war. The peace agreement signed in Rome put an end to 17 years of fighting, but they still have before them a panorama made up of hundreds of thousands of dead and millions of displaced persons and refugees, including many young people who, having grown up entirely in the war period, have no educational or professional competence. The Salesians who had returned to Mozambique in 1952 after previous parentheses in the year 1907 to 1913 and who had always been at the side of the most needy population then asked themselves, "What can we do for these young people?" Providential was at the time the presence in the country of numerous Spanish and Portuguese Salesian missionaries, including that of Father Valente de Pablo, future General Councillor for Africa, Madagascar, who involved the Salesians of Pamplona in a project that continues today. Thanks to the EAO ADMA Congress preparation, we are able to hear many encouraging ADMA Association of Mary Help of Christians around the whole region. Today we share the ADMA Japan story thanks to Father Angel Yamanouchi, who was among the participants in the first ADMA EAO Congress 2010 in Parañaque, Philippines. Fostering the dreams of youth is the path to tomorrow of achievements. This believes the Salesian Bahia, who annually honor their founder, St. John Bosco, and together the entire Salesian family. In 2021, the celebration taking place on August 15 and 16 is Dream Theme inspired by one of the ones Don Bosco had as a boy at the age of 9 and oriented his entire trajectory to training young people for life and faith. On Sunday, August 15, the second edition of Carreta with Don Bosco is held, who was already born showing his awesomeness last year, bringing together more than 200 cars and raising food that was donated to families in social vulnerability. The Solidarity Carreta, which leaves at 8 p.m. Don Bosco Salesiano College in the parallel towards Salvador's Salesian High School in Nazare, is adapted to respect all biosecurity measures driven by health authorities to prevent contamination by COVID-19. We have the joy of inviting everyone to join Carreta Don Bosco. The event is open to the public and aims to mark the love we feel for our founder in an act of solidarity, invites Peyudes Barreto Fernandez, director of the institution. The Salesian Presence of Victoria lives every month some actions of solidarity and evangelization. During June and July, the pastoral references of the two colleges together with the teachers work with the 1st to 5th graders on the subject of Missionary Day, proposing that each student donate some food, being this one intended for families attended by the Sesam ES and Oratory. All food was delivered to the Salesian Missionary Youth Group, which on July 31st put together more than 50 baskets with the food trays. On the same day, the youth of the group delivered the basket to the families participating in the festive oratory, and at the end of the delivery, they made the missionary visit to 5 families in the community of Fort Sao Joao. They could pray and deliver a basket to each family. The young Ignore, coordinator of the JMS group, tell us how this experience was. The feeling of gratitude is inexplicable in being able to perform the missionary week, especially in times of the pandemic. It was moments of great spirituality and sharing virtually, visiting the families of educators and youth of presence. Without doubt, the mission has been to accomplish. So viewers, with that we have come to the end of today's edition. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.